Ready.
Morning everyone. I am Arjun from Bangalore. I have been a part of PISA since 1 year now. Today I will be doing my TOPG video on stammering interview. And today I have with me my gym trainer and my good friend Sandeep. So thank you Sandeep for agreeing to be a part of this. Most welcome. My first question to you is, what do you know about stammering?
So I think people has some, I could call it as a disorder, most probably because of their living habits, or I always thought they have a thick tongue. I always thought that, because then only you can stammer and you can't, talk. So I always thought that people will have a thick tongue, or some medical context. I was really not sure it would be connected until you told it.
So, have you come across anyone who stammers from your friends?
Yes. I had a couple of friends, in which one I introduced to you.
Yeah, correct.
So one childhood friend, and I think he's still. I don't think now the science is improved so really well, and people are coming forward to help one each other, one on the other. So the ladies, it wasn't there. Then we was talking about that. So yeah, I know two of my friends. You are the third one.
So, when you used to talk to your friend, what would you do? I mean, when he used to stammer or when he would get into blocks, what would you do?
See, initially, when you get a new friend who stammers, you definitely start teasing them, and that is really wrong. But until you are in the comfortable zone, you should not be doing that. You should be in the comfortable zone, your buddy is also enjoying that, then that is totally fine. So we used to tease him, pull his leg and all, and he is our childhood. We were born and brought up together. So he takes everything like it. Only up to some extent. After that, you will get used to it. They will become one of you. So that will not make difference. Definitely that will not make difference.
So, do you think that stammering is one such social issue which can hold people back from doing what they want to do?
Of course. Because of stammering, if you are going for a public talk, or you want to talk to somebody, or you want to approach someone or do something, somewhere I feel at least out of, if I'm rating it out of 10, at least 1.5 to 2, they step back, because their confidence level will go down at least by 1.5 to 2 rating out of 10, just because they can't instantly quickly talk. And the one who is sitting in the opposite side, they should really be a gentleman or a gentlewoman, so that they have patience and to understand the person, just not quickly judge by its coverage. You should understand what talent they have inside, even if they have this like issues. The one who listens to you should have patience. They should be a good listener, so that the person having these issues will get more confidence. That is what I feel.
Very true. I mean, this is what we are working on in our organization, the Indian Stammering Association, where we are trying to cure the mindset.
True.
So, instead of looking at our audience, first we are looking to accept it ourselves.
Correct.
Once we are more comfortable, then we can also educate the public. I don't think that people want to tease us. It's just that there is lack of awareness, basically. That's what we are trying to build on. And finally, I mean, when you saw me first last year, I think on the very first day I told you about my stammering. So, did it change the way you saw me, or it didn't?
Definitely no. It didn't matter for me at all, because as you asked me, that was a really good question, because the first person who sees you or you talk, and who's not seen a person who's stammering, it will be new for him. They may get annoyed, because they don't have patience, and they don't have listening skills. So what happens? They get annoyed, they get irritated, they laugh at you behind their back. All this will happen. But if the people who's already seen this kind of a friend circle behind earlier, they will not. So same thing happened with me. I didn't mind it also because I already had a couple of friends, or childhood friends, whom I've been born and brought up. I've seen them for more than 30 years. So it's totally fine. It didn't make any difference at all.
I mean, that's what even we keep advocating, that it is not a problem, it is a diversity to be explored rather than a problem to be cured. Right? So finally, I mean, I am a doctor. So if you go to a doctor who himself is stammering, what would you think? Arey, this doctor himself has so much of stammering. How would
Definitely
you-
no, definitely no. See, you are that is totally wrong assumption. Because I'll tell you why. Doctor shouldn't be sick. No, please tell me. Doctor can be sick or not? He is also a human being. No, also a human being. It's like car showroom guy having a car getting it serviced. Because well, that is also a car, and even if he's a showroom, owner of the showroom, his car should be getting it serviced. That's it. So it's just not about traveling. It's about you're a doctor. That's all.
Thank you so much, Sandeep, for
Thank
your
you. Thank you so
time.
much.
Thank you to Goldcraft, and thank you to Jeevita for recording this video. Thank you.
Thank you.